These are my taro or gabi plants that I am growing indoor. I water my taro plants only once a week. So I don't like it water too much. It's really bad for any kind of plants if you're trying to grow indoor. One week after I cut the stem and leaves, my taro plants regrow very fast. So as you can see, there's a new leaves already in just 1 week. The one I cut, look at this. See, some of them starts to regrow new leaves, and some of them already have one new leaves. So that's how fast taro plants regrow a new stem and leaves. So in just 1 week, probably, so in just 5 to 6 weeks, I can harvest my taro stem and leaves for cooking. That's how fast taro plants regrow their stem and leaves. So planting or growing taro plants indoor is not so hard. It's just easy. Just make sure there is a little bit light every day. Just moderate watering, and if possible, the water is the soil is a little bit dry, but not so dry. And then I actually water it just once a week. If you have a window that has enough sunlight, then you can place your taro plants there. Then growing and regrowing your taro plants indoor is easier. Stem and the leaves, I can reharvest it every 5 to 6 weeks for cooking. These are my taro plants, which I grow indoor now. It's been here for 5 weeks. Originally, I grow this taro roots, started from the roots. I just grow it from roots indoor. Last January. And then when they grow up by June, I place it outside of our house and at the backyard. They survived. They didn't, my taro plants didn't die outdoor, from indoor going to outdoor. And then last week of October, I decided to place it inside our house. What I did is I cut this taro from here. So I just left a few inches from the roots to the stem. I left a few inches, probably 2 inches of stem. I cut everything. From totally no leaves, I decided to transfer it inside our house. So it's been 5 weeks. And then in just 5 weeks, from no leaves at all, it begins to grow again into this. I think it's even grow faster when I place this taro indoor than when they were outdoor. In just 5 weeks, I can't believe that they produce this much leaves. See? They actually produce this much leaves in just 5 weeks. They grow. My taro plants grow very fast. See? So these taro plants will remain in my house. Now is November, right? From October, November, December, January, February, March, April, until the end of May, they will remain inside my house. These taro plants will remain inside my house and I will grow them indoor. So my tip for you is when you are planting a taro, I started this taro from the roots I bought from the store, grocery store, for cooking. And then I bought extra because sometimes I bought taro roots for good for 3 times cooking, like for my cooking for 3 times. So I bought extra. Then I forgot to cook some of the taro roots. So after I think 3 weeks, those taro roots grow. They begin to grow small leaves, like a small stem. Oh my, and I said, oh, maybe I should try to plant this. So from a small pot or small plastic glass, I planted this taro and added a few soils. Then wet them and then water them regularly. Then it's so very slow when they grow during the month of December. So if you're planning to plant your taro roots on December during the winter season, I advise you not to. Just start planting your taro roots by the month of end of March, end of February actually. So the best month that you can actually start planting your taro roots indoor is for the month of last week of February up to March. So that's the best time to grow it because the rate of growth to the taro roots is very fast than when you planted it during the winter, like November, December, January. It's so slow. That's one of my tip. So plant your taro roots indoor at the last week of February and within the month of March. The growth rate is very fast. By the time you try to harvest the root, you're actually after the roots to harvest, then a few weeks before the harvesting, you should leave your taro leaves soil very dry. So your taro root will be very soft when you cook it. And then I don't know if everybody knows, but for some of you who doesn't know, taro leaves, I think this is the best part of the plants. Actually, I'm not after the roots when I planted the taro. I'm after the leaves. These leaves are actually very good for cooking. It's you can make a lot of good dish using these taro leaves and even the stem. From roots to the stem, up to the leaves, the good thing about taro is there's no waste. You can cook all of it. The leaves, you can make dishes, including the stem. Then you can also make a good dish for using the roots. So I planted this taro for the purpose of harvesting leaves. So maybe next week I will harvest some of these leaves. Then I will cook it. If you're planning to grow taro leaves too, they are not really like a kind of plants that they like so much sunlight. They can actually perfectly grow in a little bit shade area. So in this is an attic. See, you see there's no outside, right? So there's a limited sun in here. So Unlike the other location of, unlike the location of my Malabar, there's like so much sun there. So taro leaves doesn't need so much sun. Just enough light, or probably a few hours of light every day without even the direct exposure to sun, this taro plants will survive. Even though that is, you see that window, if I decided to place this taro on that side where there is light but not enough sun exposure there, right? Still, this taro plants will survive. They are not sensitive on lack of sun. They can perfectly survive in a moderate light.